welcome to PitchPoint, everyone. The whole idea of PitchPoint, it's an evolution of what we started as Startup Den. That was a few years ago. We started Startup Den, and this is probably Startup Den because all the participants you'll see today is they're all tech companies, they're all startups. So very interesting discussions. We have two wonderful investors who've joined us today. Sheikh Mohammed Noman, who is the founder and CEO of Pegasus, and Andrea Monti, who is the CEO of EHL Next. So if we can make sure the microphones are working, I'll get them to introduce themselves. Tell us a little bit about you. Maybe you'd like to go first, Sheikh Mohammed Noman?
Works. Guys, Sheikh Mohammed Noman, based in Dubai, 19 years, original from Pakistan, and ex-investment banker. Now running my own investment company, Pegasus Capital Investments, and we are focused and absolutely deploying the capital in digital assets like blockchain projects, Web3, artificial intelligence, tokenization assets, and RWA. Green energy, sustainability, these are the core areas of investment we are deploying at the moment. And focus at the moment is the region, UAE and Saudi Arabia. But something comes up, the crazy idea, why not love to learn from them and see what we can adopt and deploy them in the region.
Wonderful. And what are you looking for when you look at these startups today?
Would like to acquire them as a local partner and expand them in the region using our resources.
So very exciting prospect for those who would be lucky enough today. And Andrea.
Thank you, Ali. Hello to everyone. I am Andrea Monti. I'm leading innovation in EHL, the Hospitality Business School in Lausanne. We do support startups across the globe. We have a campus in Singapore. We have global contracts, and we do sustain startups in both finding new partners, new pilots, and helping on their business model. Personally, my career is twofold. I've got a bit of experience in corporates, as well as I had my own travel startup, which I sold and exited. So I know how it is to be in the founder's shoes. So looking forward to listen to your pitch.
Wonderful. And Andrea, what's the most exciting thing for you when it comes to looking at startups?
Well, definitely the way they combine tech with human centricity. So I always say we don't want to have startups just for the sake of having a good tech, but there should be a way in which they improve the way people live.
Wonderful. Well, without further ado then, let's move on to this little show. The way we're going to work this is we will give each participant 15 minutes total. That includes your presentation, your pitch, if you may. And then whatever time is left, I would suggest do like 5-7 minutes of your pitch so that there's enough time left for the judges to engage with you, for the investors to ask questions. Maybe the audience might want to ask questions. This is interactive, open. We'll start with the judges and see if there's time left. Yeah, sounds good. So why don't I introduce the first startup, Rook AI. We have Lola and Matthias. Why don't you come on stage and introduce yourselves?
Hello. Hey, guys.
Hi, everybody.
How are we doing?
All right, should we go?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, so hi, everybody. I'm Lola.
I'm Matt.
And we're here to tell you about Rook AI. So back in 2006, Clive Humby coined the phrase, data is the new oil. Well, with the value of the top 500 global brands set to exceed $15 trillion by 2030, we think the same can be said for intellectual property. Introducing Rook. Rook is the global operating system for IP-powered entertainment. It's a one-stop shop connecting brands and hospitality to create experiences that move people. 81% of consumers believe that the best way for a brand to stand out and earn loyalty is to surprise and delight in unexpected ways. Nothing does that better than experiences. From pop-ups to theme parks, from hotels and beach clubs to branded residences, experiences allow us to physically step into the universe of a brand we love. So think Ferrari World over in Abu Dhabi, or I saw a ad for Karl Lagerfeld villas on my way from the airport yesterday. And these are just some of our favorite projects.
So what do we know? We know that people crave stories. They crave immersive branded experiences. In fact, Gen Z and millennials spend twice as much on experiences than they do on products. And we also know that location-based entertainment is booming. But what's the problem? IP partnerships are risky. They're slow, they're subjective. Operators often face high upfront cost, long approval cycles, and uncertain return on investment. And brands face reputational damage if the experience is not designed authentically. Rook is the one-stop shop for headache-free licensing deals. It combines 3 unique elements to help de-risk IP partnerships and ultimately create better experiences for the guests. With over 200 brands already engaged and a lot more in the pipeline, Rook can match operators with the perfect brand match. Our AI can then predict return on investment using non-public industry datasets, which means faster deals, it means faster access to capital, and it means frictionless go-to-market pathways. And finally, our proprietary impact framework looks at the experiences, it quantifies guest impact, and then generates brand-assured, world-class concepts at speed. What used to take us weeks will now take us days, if not hours.
So we know that you're investing in us and our ability to deliver as much as you're investing in the tech. Our team has a proven track record of founding and scaling successful businesses in tech, marketing, and hospitality. Matt and I are from the UK, so what are we doing here other than escaping the rain back home? Well, there is simply nowhere better economically, geographically, technologically. I believe there were 800 AI businesses incorporated this year, hopefully soon 801. And with the region's unmatched growth in giga projects and branded residences, supportive AI and tech ecosystems, there's simply nowhere better to validate locally and then scale globally.
But how does it make money? Well, in a lot of different ways. Operators pay subscription to use our AI to match them with their perfect brand partner. All of the deals done through the platform incur success-based revenue fees. Agencies, such as design agencies, will pay to be allowed to bid on the work. And then all the data from all those deals continuously enhance our core AI, making it more valuable and more attractive to the next wave of subscribers. How much money will it make? Well, it'll be profitable by year 2. And we predict a 3-year revenue of $10.5 million with an EBITDA of 49%. So today, we're looking for $2 million to help us fund product development, to key hires and marketing to launch our MVP and secure the first paying clients by the end of year 1. Rook is the only tool you need to unlock the multi-billion-dollar branded experiences economy.
Thank you so much for your time. We'd love to answer any questions you may have.
Thank you.
Are you guys working on digital assets as well? Because IP, like a Bern Convention 2004, 180 countries signed that agreement, the IP law. So are you guys trying to get engaged other than hospitality in the fintech and deep tech as well? Or you want to be specific to the hospitality?
Hospitality and location-based attractions, and also potentially virtual worlds as well.
Virtual world like e-commerce businesses and all that. It falls in the same
Yeah.
category.
Yeah, or and world building in social gaming spaces like Roblox and Fortnite. And
Are you planning to move to Dubai?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's talk.
So thank you for the presentation.
Thank you.
A few questions more in detail. So basically you are building a sort of platform with blueprints, with things that anyone can go there and buy self-service to implement or to take a license and implement in his premises, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Now,
correct.
2 million is a lot of money, come on. 2 million for an MVP of a platform? You can do it in one day with Lovable. Why 2 million?
So
Shall I go?
yeah, core to the platform as well as the concepts is the data, and it's bringing in the data and augmenting the data that we get from the brands, which is one of the biggest costs in that 2 million.
Okay, data being the content of the experience. I imagine that you want to give as a blueprint, or which kind of data?
So data which could come from hospitality operators, it will come from the brands, so all the data to do with the demographics of the audiences and
Of the customers.
Yeah.
You want to-
the data will give us the ability to do that predictive return on investment analysis and give the operators that confidence that the brand that we're suggesting they partner with is the best fit for their opportunity.
Okay, do you have any already idea on the target? I mean, looking at the brands, of course, there are many segmentations. Do you already have something in mind there?
In terms of who we're targeting?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we've got different tier subscriptions, but we would target companies such as like Seller, Seven, Merlin, companies like Miral, people that have a lot of development, that use a lot of IPs to help build their experiences. Those would be the companies we would go for first.
Okay. Do I imagine right that maybe there was the example of Ferrari? So
Yeah.
I would imagine that very high luxury brands, maybe they might be a bit more reluctant in licensing as a first mover on such a platform, while maybe the target you mentioned are more in the mid space, and maybe they could be the more right one.
Go.
I think that location-based entertainment is one of the fastest growing sectors of licensing. In fact, it's growing at 3 times the rate of licensing as a whole. And so even luxury brands like Ferrari are very keen to get opportunities for location-based experiences.
My last comment, so before maybe giving some space also to the audience, I do see also an opportunity in selling consulting, but maybe it is something that you put within the free revenue streams. So the more you are into that, the more you can, of course, sell to both parties, like the experience creator and the licensee. So is that something which is embedded in your revenue streams, or you didn't focus on it now?
I would say
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. It
Yeah.
is a consulting tool, and it is the chief strategy officers and the chief innovation officers that we would be targeting as our ideal clients.
Well, thank you very much, Lola and Matt, for your
Thank you.
presentation. Thank you for keeping to time. But because we do have a couple of minutes, I'll see if there's anyone in the audience that might want to ask a question for Lola and Matt from Rook AI. And thank you for your questions as well, judges, investors. Well, thank you. Thanks
Thank
so
you.
much. Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, for those of you who might have just joined now, we're running PitchPoint, which is a platform for our startups, selected startups who've made it through a journey of being shortlisted and applying through Future Hospitality Summit to use the stage to talk about what they do and how they're reshaping the future of hospitality. So we're very lucky to have you all here and to have these startups here as well. Without further ado, I'll introduce our next startup, Fahid Ali, who is the CEO, co-founder of Consume. I hope I'm saying that right, Fahid. And it's a platform for guests to share food preferences across hotels through a universal ID. I'll let you do the pitch, Fahad, and welcome on stage.
Thank you. So these are pictures I've taken at 5-star hotels in the UAE, which I'm lucky enough to visit. So I prefer dark chocolate, and this is a beautiful crafted welcome amenity from Four Seasons Abu Dhabi. I want you to think, what would be your ideal welcoming amenity? I love and I like health. This is a minibar from Cyro, who focus their brand and their preferences on the health-conscious guest. So what would be your ideal welcoming minibar, and how would it be customized? And I love whole grilled fish. I keep going back to Shimmers at Jumeirah, and I've been there a couple times in the last few months. You know what? Loyalty pays. The problem is that guest data is scattered across all touch points. Guests are limited to state their profile, their preferences, their wishes, their desires, and staff lack timely prompts, giving a reactive service with limited or no dynamic insights. This deep potential of guest recognition, of giving more tailored recommendations, and the resulting weak emotional connection, it cannot be currently addressed. Until now, with Consume. What is Consume? It's a universal food ID synced in real time across sites, stays, outlets, and brands. Guests will check in their preferences, their loves, their likes, their dislikes, their allergies, and their intolerances. Bridging the gap will be our Consume AI engine, guiding staff across all touchpoints on how best to service the guest. And on the hotel side, Consume B2B SaaS, integrated into the PMS and POS, giving staff within their usual workflows auto-personalized suggestions, real-time recommendations, and dynamic insights. So let's take a look at Miss Anna's stay enabled with Consume. Before checking in pre-arrival, she sees her preferences being checked in and them being acknowledged. She receives the welcoming gift and amenity in her room with these tailored highlights. She's advised with dependable suggestions at, for example, concierge, with Consume data integrated with current hotel data or recommendations. At dinner or lunch, she tastes a dynamic service which still feels natural, and she leaves feeling recognized and valued and remembered. Now, this relationship has just shifted, ladies and gentlemen, from transactional to loyalty, and that's really powerful. So what are we giving hotel sites? We're giving them an elevated guest experience, giving them $500 revenue uplift, which is based on a 4-night stay at a hotel in the UAE, giving hotels a 400% return on engagement, which will be measured over 12 months. There's 12,000 luxury hotels worldwide, and that's a $2.4 billion opportunity for Consume. The app will be free to use for guests. For hotels, we'll be charging them approximately $9,500 a month with one-off data retrieval fees at $1.50. So why the UAE? Dubai is known for elevating experiences, and we're going to elevate them even higher. Dubai is number 1 on innovation, number 1 on service, and number 1 on guest experience. And we're going to keep it at number 1 and push it further. Has the densest ADRs in the world, the highest occupancy rates. And so, ladies and gentlemen, the time is now. We're raising $1.5 million to onboard our CTO, to build our MVP, to start our first anchor pilot with a 5-star hotel here in the UAE, to obtain a further 6 pilots, and still capture 4 paying customers within this 18-month runway. So, who are we? My co-founder, Otto, he's launched and branded and created a halal, non-sparkling, and supplied to 5-star hotels in Oman and Saudi. He runs a marketing business here in Dubai, and he's been in the Middle East since 2016 and speaks Arabic. I myself, I've launched Hushmat's Health, which is a halal food supplement company where we've sold over 100,000 packs. I've been working since the age of 8 years old in my family pharmacy business, so I learned service early. And I'm an amateur chef that's iterated thousands of dishes. I love ingredients, personalization, and cooking. So, where vision leads, investment follows. So I'll leave you with this today. Imagine a world where every meal feels like it was made just for you. Thank you.
For the great presentation.
Thank you.
Are you planning to expand only in Dubai, or you want to go like other touristic spots as well, like Turkey, UK, all these areas, or you want to get associated only Dubai market?
So we will be a UAE company. We want to launch in the UAE. I mean, the way that Otto and I think about business is we listen to pain and friction, but also the best point of entry. Now, we will launch in the UAE because it has a high number of F&B outlets per site, a lot of keys, high occupancy rates. It's a great, and people come to the UAE for tourism, for food, for health. Everybody loves F&B, right? So it's a great place to launch. But if that 3-year projection here, that's only on 44 sites within the UAE. Year 4, we can expand to GCC, and year 5, this could easily be a worldwide product. Year 5, we're projecting 30 million revenue. And this is a B2B SaaS company, so we're looking at net profit margins of 30%. Cost of goods sold in year 5 on worldwide, we're aiming for less than 20%.
Did you happen to engage with Ignite or Hub 71 in Abu Dhabi?
We haven't not. I know is it an incubator?
Yeah, the escalation program from the government, and they do escalate this kind of project. I believe that this kind of thing which boosts the economical situation in the touristic spot, it will definitely get recognized from Abu Dhabi in Hub 71. It's just a recommendation for you to try it out as well. Plus, what is your strategy? How do you think you can have more users and faster as per your statistics yearly? How can you increase the user base? What's your PR strategy?
How can we increase our user base? Well, I mean, some would say this is a kind of a two-sided adoption problem with the chicken and egg. So are we going for the users first, or are we going for the hotels first? Our strategy is to go for the hotel sites first. So the reason for that is hotel sites already have guest data, which we could prompt with. Hotels could prompt their guests for new data and use their existing data. So that would already increase uptake working with the hotel. And if I look at it as a cycle, so increased uptake leads to better data. Better data leads to improved service. And improved service leads to superior experiences. So we want to go through the hotel site.
Where would you store the data? Would you have your own cloud, or you will store in the hotel's data? Because it's a massive competitive market, and no hotel wants to share their customers' data to anybody else. So how do you protect that part?
So the guest preferences and their data that they submit with us will lie with us and with them. We don't believe new guest data would lie with a single vendor. However, existing data and data from current hotel guests will be not shared with other cross-brand or cross-property. That data will be anonymized. The AI engine itself would only learn from maybe clusters or behavior of anonymized data to predict, for example, if Anna does not want to create her own profile initially, but we know somebody like Anna is staying at the Four Seasons. We could profile Anna into a certain profile to guide staff on how best to serve someone like Anna. So we believe that the data can be separated, but we'll be kind of mapping this relationship between guests and hotels.
So you will be observing the customer behavior and create your own AI-based behavior of the customers, and then you can pitch this customer in genetic behavior to the other hotels to adopt their services.
Yes, as a profile. It could. I mean, the best thing about consumers as well, it's not just repeat guests, it's new guests. You know, somebody that hasn't visited a certain brand before, someone that hasn't, you know, we've also realized, because we listen to pain points and friction, there's even brands cross country that, like Four Seasons, may not share their data, or other brands might not share their data between sites, depending on who owns the hotel. So we could use profiling to give someone like Anna a personalized experience, even though Anna, we don't know much about her preferences.
Thank you for your presentation. So keeping the same topic, because I was reflecting as well, we do work a lot on human experiences and personalization in EHL, and definitely, I was thinking what you said. So likely starting from the loyalty programs is the easiest way to start from. So we already know Anna, not the Annas, but Anna. And so how do you ensure that actually you're doing something more than just the bartender or the maitre? Because if we have a good maitre, good bartender, a good hotel agent, they already have the history of Anna, and so they could do it without any app, without any tool. So what is the difference for them to use your solution?
I mean, the difference is actually, I believe, and I've seen and we've realized from our case studies too, actually they're not doing enough. There's even examples, I mean, I've spoken to someone just before my presentation, and they were saying at their hotels, actually sometimes they've actually, they've just left the minibar empty, rather than actually filling the minibar. So I think we're gonna have to measure it, but I think that we're going to have to measure what the difference is. But it could be really simple, like just the welcoming amenity, which can result in food waste. Just if there's 600 keys and we profile guests, profile guests who are visiting these hotels, and just leave maybe the right welcoming amenity for that kind of person, we can measure how many of those welcoming amenities were used, went in the bin, or changes in behavior. But I think from our pilot, we're going to be learning, and we're going to be using case references, we're going to be iterating, we're going to be adapting, we're going to be talking to our customer, we're going to be designing it around them for best in service and best practice.
Thank you. And then my last one is also from, I mean, looking at the other side of the coin, so the users.
Yes.
There are many users that don't want to be profiled, they actually like surprises, they want to take the same dishes. How can you spot which ones are they?
So the app will be in real time. So within the app, you can have different profiles. For example, if you're on a business trip, Monday to Friday, and you eat and dine in a certain way, maybe you don't drink, maybe you eat more health conscious, maybe you only eat twice a day on a business trip. So you can have a profile where it's just that Monday to Friday or Monday to Thursday. Then if you're on holiday, you can change it to everything, or you can change it to, still have my allergies, but I eat other things too. And you can also do it by behavior, you can also do it by habits. It's not just the actual ingredient in the food itself. Coming back to the uplift, it's not the actual upsell of a certain dish that's going to create the return on engagement and the uplift. It's not the fact that they're going to buy the steak of the day instead of the steak minute. It's the feeling that the upsell was recommended and the guest was recognized. That's going to provide the uplift, because they're going to come back and they're going to feel valued.
Can you add some sort of features like facial recognition of the customer on the reception?
Yes.
That if they are tired, they are happy, according to their behavior, the hotel will serve them. Can you add this kind of feature in your application?
So we've had some conversations where we're looking to actually build and work on the emotional habit of a guest. So we believe that with our AI engine over time, we can also kind of predict what their mood will be and how best to service that guest.
I think we've just run out of time,
Sure.
but I had a quick one for you, Fahad,
Yes.
before you go. And I was just wondering, how do you look at OTAs like Booking.com, or even as we were discussing, the brands have their own data. Bonvoy invested heavily in tech. I'm not sure what they're doing now, but what if they want to get into this area and they're like, actually, we'll do this ourselves? How do you compete?
I mean, they could essentially copy the idea themselves, but I believe that our real foundation and our value will lie with the guest data on our side. It's the guest preferences that's going to open up the whole of the UAE and the tourism market and for that experience, not just the fact of giving the personalization. It's going to be the guest data that we hold.
Wonderful.
Yep.
Thank you very much for your time, Fahad. Thank you for the question
Thank
as well. All the best.
Thank you.
All right. Keeping to time, we'll move on to our next startup. And it seems like we're all sticking to the theme of AI here today, which is good fun, because just yesterday I was speaking to someone from Action Hotels, and it seems like even the operators, owners, they're trying to figure this out still. You know, it's everyone's talking about AI. It's quite disruptive. Fantastic ideas here. So this is your opportunity to tell us how you're changing things. So welcome on stage Gleb and Inna from Trima AI. Welcome.
Sound check. Hi everyone, my name is Zina,
My name is Gleb.
and today we introduce Future of Hospitality, digital headquarters empowered with artificial intelligence. All right, have a look at this one. That is not a script. It is a real question from a hotel manager last month. Let's call him Jim. Jim is asking because he is exhausted. Every day he has to work hard, hiring, training, bringing in new services. All of it takes forever to implement sustainably and profitably.
And if you are a global brand, you have got an army, data, tech, people. But if you are the mid-sized hotel operator or independent hotel group, you simply don't have the same power of scaling like the big brands. Scaling used to mean hiring. So, more than 200,000 hotels worldwide are spending on the middle management more than $80 billion per year, and still struggling with a lack of talent, constant turnover, and rising costs. But something has changed. AI happened.
AI has entered hospitality, but in pieces. Everyone was trying to build something small. Chatbot here, booking engine there. But the truth is, industry didn't need more tools. What is missing is orchestration and adoption. And that is where our story begins. I myself come from Marriott and Emirates background, and I still remember those sick SOPs that has to be learned by heart and followed. And if something goes outside of the box, you get lost. So we wanted to help that.
Over 10 years of experience of building SaaS and automation for the hospitality, I've seen thousands of these standards and documents treated as the secret knowledge of the excellent experience, partially followed, but always dependent on people. So we decided to redefine this foundation by transforming all the static SOPs to the teams of AI agents. They are not describing what to do. They actually get things done.
And we call it Trima Headquarters. It is an AI platform covering full guest journey, operations, analytics under one rooftop. Okay, so let's have a look in details. Here is a real example from our existing clients, and let me get to it. The first is a guest experience agent, yes? It is screening guest profiles, communicating, chatting with them every day, proposing, selling, upselling them the best matching services from the online shop of the hotel. Then, if it's needed, all of these tasks are distributed across our Trima employee application. And with the help of Laura, also guide it with the team members, how to do this, how to manage it. Then SAM, or Smart Analyst Manager, is analyzing guest persona, purchasing behavior, and recommending the best sales or operational strategy.
And this is just the beginning. Next, in our rollout, will be the pack of AI supervisors for the reputation, marketing, pricing, and maintenance flows, covering all the back of house of the hotel operations. And all of them are priced cheaper than or less than one middle manager. But they are never sick, never late, never tired, and never make mistakes. And this is the new secret sauce to double hotel bottom line and to break free from the staff dependency.
Every few decades, a single innovation changes everything. And we've seen this happens before. Now it is happening again. And this time, it is AI.
We have seen the same signals in the hospitality also. This is the right moment to capture the market for the mid-sized hotel operators and independent hotel groups to move faster, to move first, to adopt faster, and to capture still the biggest market share. And we are here to help it with that.
So next time someone is asking GPT, hey, how to increase my revenue?
Ask Jim. Trima has already done it for him.
Thank you so much. So today we welcome investors, hotel operators to join Trima Revolution. And we also welcome your questions. Please.
Hello, everyone. I have spent 25 years of my career helping hotels perform better financially. And I'm extremely well aware of what hotels are capable of when the right technology finally removes the noise, which is why I joined Trima as an ideation co-founder and strategy advisor. I think it is time that we help hospitality be great again. But guys, take the questions, not me.
Ready for it?
You're already live, right?
Yes.
How many subscribers do you have?
Problems?
How many subscribers do you have right now?
It is not subscribers, it is 9 hotels. Around
Hotels.
1,500 rooms, please.
Okay, 9 subscribers, let's say. They're in UAE or they're across the globe?
One UAE, another CIS region.
That's awesome. So how is the response from the hotels? What do you think?
I am in operations. It was hard. As I've mentioned on one slide, adoption takes a bit. We are sort of still phygital, so that means physical and digital. Sometimes hotels need a lift or hold the management hand to implement it. There are some hiccups along the way, but now when they see that the work has been taken and the staff is getting smarter, if you may say, yes, with the help of AI. So upside downs, I would say first 2 months, that was hard. Implementation, that was really hard. Now,
Because your business is from the traditional,
yeah.
from traditional mindset to the new Gen Z's like AI stuff. So it will be a little bit tough for you to communicate with them and execute and convince them to adopt it because it's a need of hour this time. So I would highly recommend, I would love to see you guys after the sessions. I'll see where I can assist you guys further. And plus, I would highly recommend you to connect with the hotel over here, Utana, because I know the owner pretty well, and they are adopting a lot of AI tools as well. So perhaps I can connect you with you as well.
Just for addition, we are starting not from scratch. We have 2 solutions which already generate revenue and have around 50 hotels, branded hotels, like SaaS. So we are on top of it, we are building these AI agents. So we understand in operation everything and also in the guest experience.
I'm sure you guys are IP protected as well,
Yes.
don't
Yeah.
you? Where are you patterned, in UK or?
Here,
Yeah.
in the
Yeah,
IFC Innovation Hub,
Perfect.
Dubai AI Campus.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you a lot for your presentation. I believe those kind of solutions have tough time to sell them. I mean that I have like 10 similar solutions in my inbox every month. Everyone is using AI in hospitality. So now, as it was for the blockchain, a few years ago, everyone was going blockchain in food companies, etc. So I believe definitely showing the team is a great way to demonstrate competencies and as well as any traction. So the more you can have the feedback from the users, the better it is. Because then if I should say, okay, I invest in Trima rather than ABCD, it is very difficult for me to assess the quality of the team, of the solution. And so maybe an advice I would give you, can you find a unique differentiator? So maybe some process you know much better than others, some angle which solution is taking much more than other ones. Because otherwise it might be difficult for you to stand out. I mean, of course, I mean, again, the team, the traction, but really assessing the solution is much difficult for a lot of people, and we're still in the early days of AI, so very difficult also to say why you're doing something better than other ones.
Let me take you on this one. As I said, we are still physical and digital, because implementing and introducing and also proving to build the differentiator across us, it took us time. Now, for an example, we see shift is changing towards LoRa. LoRa is a learning and onboarding manager, because once all of these brilliant tools started upsells, detected new guest demands and requests, with new requests, people get lost. So now, for an example, we are standing out with the learning and onboarding manager. Then, when we speak to our higher, more challenging portfolios and profiles, we see demand is shifting. For an example, Smart Analyst Manager, because the big hotel groups who has many keys, they want to have in their phone answer about all, taking existing clients, about all 8 hotels with the trigger messages in their pocket. So I would say the ecosystem is becoming the key differentiator that we would love to bet on. And it still grows, yes, that's why we are bringing in the new one. In all of them, they're built on demand. You might see already some of these agents, or maybe if you have visited our stands, people were asking questions, and we have it in pipeline.
And just a little bit addition. I saw a lot of tools that we are building right now. All of them are building for the middle management, for the supervisors. One of the key differentiator is to replace the supervisors, to think instead of them.
To empower them.
Yeah, well, a little bit power.
Don't tell them.
Yeah.
So just a question. You are already in a right spot because all the hotels over here. So you meet with all of them. How is the response?
Yesterday we were very busy.
Yesterday was all of the owners of the hotels were here. So it would have, I'm not sure that if you happen to meet with all of them, because deal with the boss is more convenient than dealing with the hierarchy.
And that's why here, and I would say we've got a not sick SOP this time, but a sick pack of business cards, and we are happy to help.
I'd like to add that they secured the first trial in Saudi.
In this region, we have seen the raising of the middle management, third-party management companies here. So it's a great area, great location for us to raise with them. Yeah.
Thank you. Good.
Yeah, I think that's our time. Thank you so much. In terms of networking and meeting the hotel owners, the investors, you have almost 1.5 days left of continued networking, so make most use of it. Thank you so much for your presentation.
Thank you.
Moving on to our next presenter, we have Prashant from Redwinds Technology. And I think, Prashant, you're ready for your pitch for hotelauditreport.com. So the pitch today is going to be about hotelauditreport.com, I believe, which is also an AI platform. So all the best to you, Prashant. Welcome.
Good morning, everyone. So I worked for hotels almost 20 years in revenue management.
and today I'm here to present AI Revenue Manager for Hotel. It's our own platform. Thank you. So I've seen a lot of AI's presentation here, and they all talked about operation, food. Uh, I'm trying to answer the basic question and make money for hotels through AI. I've done revenue management for almost 20 years, and the biggest question that yeah, do you know your hotel? How much you know your hotel? So these are basic questions. What's your rate today? Did your hotel make more money yesterday versus today? And these questions are relevant even today, and this was relevant years ago. Now, most of the hotel owners don't have these answers, not because they don't care, but because they don't have revenue managers. And we'll come back to which are the hotels who don't have revenue manager or the complex tools. Now, but with this, Know My Hotel, now they can have all the answers. Now coming to the problem, 75% of world hotels are either small, boutique or independent hotel chain that lacks revenue management as a department. They lack complex revenue tool because every revenue tool is so expensive to become an ROI driver for a smaller hotels or less than 70 rooms, 50 rooms. So basically, the problem that they face is that their pricing is on guesswork. They have limited data to price their hotel, and this happens across the globe. When we talk about small boutique individual hotel, they have no clue on the competition data because they don't have such tools that tells them. Their reports take hours and days for analysis to come up a decision making. And there is no revenue manager guiding them, no AI to assist them with their decision. So here it is. It is AI revenue manager for independent hotel, not for the branded because they have already all of the tools that help them. As we started with the questions, now with this software you can ask anything, and literally anything. There are a few questions, what's my ADR, what's my OTA rate, how's my pace working, and these are all standard 5-star hotel questions that is now will be available to all independent hotel as well. So yes, we are answering everything about your hotel on less than 3 seconds. Let's talk about the second pillar, which is reports. If you have to pull out a report, you have to ask your front office, GM, and it will take time for them to take out the report, and that's just a number. You have to again do analysis to take decision out of those numbers. With this, I have redesigned the entire reports to become analysis. What you see here is not just a number. You'll see all your dashboard, all your year-on-year, month-on-month comparison. It will also give you the insight and recommendation through AI what you have to do for your hotel. The third thing, the pricing, the main important pillar. So I've made revenue management simpler. One is you ask, then you analyze, and then you do action. Everything that you do boils down to one thing, pricing. Now you can control your pricing if it is an occupancy-based, time-based, competitor-based, event-based, and if you still have doubts about your pricing, you can let AI do it for you. So it works 24/7 even when you are sleeping. It learns from your data, from your past data, competition data, and do the pricing exactly how it has to be done. You have one dashboard which tells you everything on a single go. Your revenue, your occupancy, RevPAR, room night, ADR, everything in one dashboard. Again, so to be ahead of the market, you want to know about the market. We do a ComSet overview and pick up trend for you. It gives you track competition pricing in real time. It can give you OTA comparison and pick up calendar, and that helps your social media to do a campaigning as well. Like we talked about, even before you get into all these data, you need to know where your hotel stands. So we give you almost 15 plus automated insight under 10 minutes to audit your hotel, and it gives you recommendation where and what to fix. So everything which is publicly available, everything which is publicly available for your hotel, so Instagram, TripAdvisor, Google, now that's the public data. You can take it by yourself. That will take days for you.
Okay, So I will write down my name, the hotel name, and I
Yeah.
need the statistics, profiling, and it will give all the statistics.
Everything, everything. From the pictures to the link, how many cities, hotel that you have, what's your ranking, reviews, everything.
Would it suggest that where are the key areas need
Of
to
course.
work on to improve?
It will also give you SWOT analysis of your hotel. It is not a vision, not an idea. It has already been tested, built, and is currently working more than 130 hotels in 2 countries, India, another one is in Australia. And we have our own AI ML trained for over 150 GB of data for almost 400 hotels. And these are some technical terms. If you want to go in detail, I have entire working on ML, how that prediction of the pricing works. Now let's talk about the efficiency of this software. The biggest thing that I've seen, because I run a revenue management company myself, we handle 150 hotels. I used to have 10 people working for 50 hotels. Now I have 3 people working for 50 hotels. Because all the legwork of analytics has been taken by Know My Hotel. So you get 7 to 20% of revenues rise, which is RevPAR growth. And this is mostly written on the contract as well, because if you do the things right by yourself, if you're doing and you're not gaining revenue, by doing this, you can gain 7 to 20% of revenue growth. 5 to 6% of occupancy higher rate. And the biggest part that we boost on is 50 to 60% on your human resource efficiency. Let's talk about the market. What we are looking at is 3,000 plus hotel in less than 3 years. We want to expand to different region and countries. India alone has 250,000 hotels, out of which only 10% are using the tools. This is about what we think. Now everyone can grow, control, and love their hotel. This is a video. I have a video for you guys to see. Thank you guys, this is my pitch.
That's pretty cool. So you're putting the all data, like manual data, is putting on a file and is creating all kind of statistics and analyzation, right?
So if you don't have a PMS that is connected to us, you have to just give us the access ID password of your channel manager. We'll pull out all the data for last 5 years and do the analysis in less than 24 hours, and we are ready to go.
Again, the data will be stored because there's another thing, security point of view from the hotel industry.
So we don't take guest data, we take only the numbers, check-in, check-out days. So basically the reservation data, and after this, whatever the guest is doing, it's on the hotel.
So you don't.
So we don't take the private data.
That's a good thing. All right, cool. And how old are you guys in India?
3 years the company has been running, and we do revenue management for almost 100 hotels across India. But this product has been in making for last 2 years, because again, a lot of AI implementations takes longer when you are into a predicting business of a rate, because that's a business. So the software is 2 years old, came out in last 3 months, where it is actively tested on.
Live from 3 months.
Yeah.
And how much revenue have you generated so far?
We sell this as less than $100, but we sell it as a package entirely with revenue management itself. So you take a service, you get a dedicated revenue manager, you get the software as well. So you don't have to worry about the strategies part. We have built a strategy part here. In next 6 months of time, this will alone be replacing revenue manager for smaller hotel.
And how many developers do you have?
don't be surprised, we are only 3 people.
That's awesome, man.
This
That's
already been made by just 3 people.
That's cool. The dedicated core team, yeah?
Yeah. And my entire team is less than 25 years. I'm the oldest one.
How many clients did you get from here yesterday?
None, didn't have the stand. I just came in to just give the presentation.
You should meet with these guys as well. You've got a core
I thought,
people over
let's
here.
start with the investors first.
You know the investor's point of view as an investor.
Yeah.
I'll tell you my strategy. I would say local strategy over here. If you want me to invest with you, for an example, I would ensure that I'm securing some contracts first for you to scale in a region, maybe within the territory. We secure some contracts, so I would know as a risk analyzation that I know where my money is going, and where money is coming back from, right? So investors are always happy to see the low risk.
Yeah.
So you've got a couple of contracts in hand, and when you pitch it, you say, okay, we've already MOU signed, LOI signed, we're going to go and integrate with these software with these hotels. It will help us to do our risk calculations. And this is the entire arena over here. It's completely for your industry.
So I've not gone to hotels directly because again, I don't have an office set up and the people working here. First, we have spoken to some B2B partners because I also run a company which is B2B. I take care of 100 hotels and we use this software. So what I've instead of doing it, that we are creating partners who can sell this product and they can take a commission out of it, and later if we have a bigger market out there. And that's the reason I came here. I want to expand it out of India to other market as well.
This is one of the best market to be in. Not, of course, India is way ahead in the hospitality. There are a lot of hotels, thousands of hotels, I would say. But again, as a salesman, as an investor and a salesman, if you are here, you don't need to go one-to-one hotels. Everybody, the chunk of the industries are here. So if you can manage to have some MOUs and convince a couple of guys that this is the best product for you to scale, you're not there to sell anything, you're help them to grow their business and protect their business and make it more progressive.
Sure.
And certainly it will help you to have some more interaction within the arena over here.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you for your presentation. A question on the existing customers. You have two. You said 2 hotels, right?
100 of them.
And you said two, in 2 countries.
Two
and
countries,
120 in 2 countries.
Yes.
Which are the feature they love the most? I mean, just the pricing one, or do you have any other specific feedback or comment, and maybe they are also giving you some hint on where to grow next?
So we started by knowing who the hotel owners are. Mostly in India and abroad, I'm talking about US, 60% are Indians who owns the hotel, and they have not a huge knowledge of hospitality or revenue management. They're very simple, and revenue management is all jargon based. I've done it for 20 years, forecasting and all of these numbers, and I've break it down into 3 parts. One is that you ask, which means you want to know about your hotel. So ask anything. AI helps them to answer any question they have. Not only just the answer, it will also give you recommendation and actionable. So if you ask, what's my ADR? It will tell you, this is your ADR. It is higher than last month. And you need to go on these sources to see because they are producing the higher ADR. So this is one that has been appreciated by a lot of hotel owners because they want to know the answer, what we are doing. Second is, if they get the assistance on pricing, they don't have to break their head with their team to say what pricing should I sell. So it looks about your occupancy, your comp set, it gives you nice pricing. And when it comes to report, the owners rely on their team, and their team is now responsive because on one click they can get every report. Or maybe on 30th of every month, this system already sends them a report on their WhatsApp because it's already automated. So you will get a month-end report on 30th of every month. You'll get a pickup report every morning at 9, or maybe your preferable breakfast time that you want. And this is all automated. So you get your hotel accessibility on your phone throughout the day.
And so your plan now is more widening the customer base, or adding new features? Maybe not now.
Features, this is entirely bootstrapped. So as we are talking, I've added 2 more features yesterday. We are working on it. We are making more effort because the vision is pretty longer when it comes to revenue management software. We have seen very less competition when it comes to revenue management software. Automize has already been acquired by Muse. There is one bigger company in India called Ideas. So really there is no software for masses. There is dynamic pricing tool that you can do, but that's one part of it. So what we are looking at is to reach out to other countries because independent small hotels are all over the world. And so 75% of market, just 20%, 25% is branded, where you get all the tools and services.
Yeah, now I was asking because immediately after in the conversation with the hotel owners, I see the opportunity of giving them additional revenue in selling, upselling experiences or other services from the hotel. So I was wondering if it is something that they are looking for or not yet.
Not yet. So really, they are trying to solve the basic problem itself. Upselling and everything else comes in once the guest comes in, and they are not able to sell. So while the audit report tells you that you are sitting on 100 position on Make My Trip, if you're not visible, you'll not be booked. So we give them all the actionable insight that how to be visible on these platforms. So it's no more a pricing strategy for a smaller hotel. It's more of a platform strategy for a hotel, and you have to be updated. Like what we do today, if you have to buy a product, we go to Amazon, to Flipkart, to every place, and then we don't talk about parity. We talk about where we get the cheapest one.
Thank you, Prashant, for your time. We're just, I'm afraid, running short on time
Sure.
now. Thank you very much for your very interesting presentation. Obviously, it's got our investors engaged as well.
Thank you so much for so many questions.
Thank you. We've got two more startups left for this session, so thank you for bearing with us. We've got Fatma Zara, who's the founder of, I believe, anywhere.com. Is that the right way to say it? Yeah.
On.
It is
Yeah.
now, yes. So welcome, Fatma.
Hello, everyone. I need a clicker. Sorry. So, we believe true travel is about transformation. Going anywhere and experiencing a beautiful view sparks creativity, inspires wonder, and opens up your heart. Research shows that foreign experiences can boost creative performance up to 50%. Vast, beautiful views trigger the emotion of awe, and cultural immersion increases compassion, connection, and empathy. Our vision is to increase creativity, beauty, and love around the world. And our mission is to inspire travelers to go anywhere and experience beautiful views. So the problem, in 2024, there were over 1.5 billion travelers. 1 in 3 travelers have no destination in mind. This is a massive unserved market of 500 million travelers. Most travel booking websites do not cater to these travelers. These websites require a destination to be selected, which limits discovery and makes comparing multiple destinations time-consuming. This leads to over-tourism and under-tourism. 80% of travelers visit only 10% of the world, which is shocking. The current way of booking travel is completely disconnected from travel inspiration. So our solution, an anywhere search AI luxury travel agent. It allows travelers to discover and book flight and hotel packages featuring luxury hotels with a view anywhere in the world. So we're connecting the 500 million travelers who don't know where to go with all destinations to help increase global tourism in a sustainable way. The actual AI luxury agent compares all destinations at once. It's fun, fast, and simple, and inspires you to go anywhere. We also align with 3 UN Sustainable Development Goals, and the AI actually filters for hotels with a nature view and a city view. This is a quick demo as to how it would work. So you type in your airport that you're flying from, the date you're departing. And we're focusing more on longer stays, so encouraging. So everyone really knows about Dubai, right? But not many people know about Ras Al Khaimah or Ajman or other places. So we're encouraging longer stays as well, so you can discover, travel more deeply, I guess. And here, and then you're presented with all the deals. So over about 100 deals at a time for a search. And these are flight and hotel packages.
destinations.
Yeah.
And I just looked there, and most of the destinations that you are there is that 10%.
No, this is just an example, but we're promoting
Okay.
every single country in the world. So every single country will have luxury hotels. For example, the UAE probably would have around about 50 hotels. They'll all be in there with the hotels views. We could say Turkey, we could say Egypt. So every single country will be in there. It's just an example. So the market opportunity and the target market, we're really going to focus on millennials and Gen Z. They are the generation that travels frequently, 3 to 5 trips a year. They crave new destinations. 80% of them prefer luxury experiences more over possessions. And 90% of them view travel as actually an investment and for their well-being and personal growth. The global leisure travel market is about $5.5 trillion. The online trips is about $800 billion. And the millennial and Gen Z influence is about $1.4 trillion. So the market validation. Lucky Trip, a brilliant app founded by two brothers in London, England. They only present, so they've got about 400,000 users and their valuation is about $12 million. They only present one deal at a time. And we're looking to, and then most of them are budget deals. We're looking to promote hundreds of deals at a time and luxury hotels. And Airbnb has an anywhere search as well. And we all know how well they've done. So yeah. Our revenue model, we will be taking a 5% service fee on each luxury travel package sold. This is the first year, about 100,000 trips, but this figure, around about 10 million revenue, with the average fee about $100, it could triple. And the reason why we say that is because travelers would, book various trips multiple times a year. Our go-to-market plan, where we want a partnership with luxury hotels, airlines, tourism boards, and luxury brands. I have experience in opening the world's first Google retail stores, and I think a retail pod in a high traffic airport would be absolutely amazing because it would help. And media coverage in travel publications and other publications. So the competition. So existing, what's happening at the moment. Most flight websites, Google Flights, Skyscanner, Trip.com, and Kiwi all have an anywhere search, which is brilliant for flights. However, no airlines all around the world have no anywhere search. Hotel websites, there's no existing hotels anywhere that have an anywhere search. We've got 2 airlines that have an anywhere search, but it's for packages only, and that's British Airways and EasyJet, which I use to hack my way around the world. And the only few travel package websites that do exist are Love Holidays and LastMinute.com, but they only present, it's quite slow, and they don't present many luxury deals. Our competitive advantage is that we have an anywhere search that presents hundreds of luxury travel deals in all destinations around the world within one click. It's fun, fast, easy to use. We've got a positive, sustainable impact on global tourism because we're encouraging all destinations. So it's not only it's not only popular destinations, but it's least visited destinations too. Inspires you to go anywhere, and travel is beautiful, and we want the booking process to be a bit more beautiful as well. Our team, it's just me. It's just me. And the idea was inspired before I joined. Before I left my job at Google, I hacked my way around the world, and I would find these amazing luxury travel deals, and I ended up traveling to about 15 countries, and a lot of my family and friends were telling me, Fatima, my employees at Google were telling me, get this into an app, it would be really great. And so that's what I've been doing for the past 6 years. And I'm also an artist as well. So I'm a rose artist, and I've been immersing myself in areas of natural beauty. And this is why there is a focus on creativity, beauty, and love, because views actually increase that. And the current progress, so we have participated in 7 competitions. So I was a winner for IATA, Turkish Airlines. We've literally recently participated in the Google Hackathon. That was brilliant as well. It has been very challenging to get this built, but now because we have this focus on AI, it's really helped move things a lot more faster for us. And actually, we're in the process this month to release the world's first ever private jets anywhere search that's never been done before. So we're in that process with a partnership that's happening this November, so next month. And so we believe by simply changing the destination to anywhere, we can disrupt the travel industry, we can make a significant impact on global tourism, and we can help increase tourism for every country in the world. And we can empower travelers to discover the world in a beautiful way. Thank you.
Thank you for letting me go first, because actually my startup was on a similar concept. It was mostly on responsible travel. And so this is where I cannot see the link between the problem and the solution.
Okay.
Because if I got it right, the problem is that, as we said, just 10% of the countries are visited, and you actually want to increase the number of people visiting the other less known destinations, or the other 90% of it, but then on luxury only, which is a nice niche. I'm not sure about the volumes there. So I'm not sure that this volume could actually produce any significant change. And as you know, having an impact on sustainability in luxury is still a challenge. So I see those 2 points. I'm not really into them. If you could expand it on them a bit.
So we've got, like, for example, there's about 50 hotels or 60 hotels, and we're only going to focus on luxury hotels around the world. So in each country, there are about 50 to 60. So we're looking around about promoting around about 5,000 hotels around the world to travelers around the world. So that's how we're going to connect it. So the problem is, for example, there's about 5 to 10 luxury hotels in Sharjah right now. Everyone's coming to Dubai, but in Sharjah, there's about 10 luxury hotels. Not many people know about them. With our agent, they're going to be exposed to those hotels. So each time a person searches, you're going to be presented, for example, there's about 200 countries around the world. Those 200 countries, each country will be presented with a deal in each place. So if I'm searching and Sharjah comes up, great. You know, or Ras Al Khaimah will come up, or Ajman will come up. You know, those are least visited destinations, and that exposes the deal to the traveler. Right now, people are, you know, if they don't know where to go, if a traveler doesn't know where to go, and that's the problem right now, no existing website can press anywhere. It's always, I have to select a destination.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I believe I see that. I don't see the volumes going there, because I mean, when you need to reach out to break even and to make investments to get the tourists go there, because maybe you don't have enough flights or trains, then you immediately go into the volume kind of search. So you're trying to get more people there, so you immediately go a bit out of luxury into something which is a bit more, maybe not a mass destination, but something which requires more volumes. And then also you are not creating anymore that sense of uniqueness. So I see this trade-off between what you said about the luxury thing and having people actually going into hidden destinations or hidden hotels, which is still a challenge for me. So I would, from a sales perspective, I would position these more like a way, an opportunity for those luxury venues to promote themselves much better, rather than
sell it.
Rather than impacting the global tourism, which still I see it very, very an ambitious yet difficult objective to reach when you're looking just at one segment. And I would say the other point is maybe you could consult a lot in sustainability with such luxury hotels, but then again, to get a customer to go there, it requires a lot of investments in a branding and marketing perspective. So actually, my other question would be, did you already think about the go-to-market? So how to get you noticed?
Yeah, so the go-to-market plan we've got at the moment, I mean, I can tell you now. We want to get into a retail pod in an airport. I've got a lot of experience in retail, and I think with the influx of travelers coming into Dubai, I think a small retail pod, even in Dubai, like that would be amazing. But also, we do have that aspect of course, social media. We've got partnerships with luxury hotels in terms of promoting their websites. For example, we have got that Sharjah example, right? And we could promote their hotels on our website, and then that could, that could stir something up. So yeah.
Tell me one thing.
Hmm.
How would you guys highlight the traffic of Sharjah to Dubai as well? Because people living in Sharjah, going to the Sharjah one time, staying in Sharjah, that would be 100% one-time stay over there. Because those who tourists come across the globe and find out a similar kind of application, maybe they are way cheaper than Dubai. Honestly, if you're staying down there, but it could be a one-time hit only because. Those who go into Ras Al Khaimah, Fujairah or Sharjah to stay in a 5-star hotel, it could be good for one night. Otherwise, because of the traffic issues between Sharjah and Dubai, it's very terrible to anybody or myself or anybody else would think to go back and stay in there. So it will be a big mess. I'm talking about UAE because you refer the Sharjah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about the other countries, but if you're dealing directly with the Ministry of Tourism over here and propose them with the minister we had yesterday together at the lunch, at the dinner. If you propose them this kind of proposal that can hit and boost the tourism in the country, certainly they can create some sort of gray area for you guys to promote, not only in UAE, even in Saudi Arabia, because Saudi Arabia has a $400 billion budget for the tourism industry. So these are the area where you can scale, deal with directly with the ministries, because once they understand, accept you, yes, you are adding the value in the economy, promoting the tourism, certainly they can create some sort of gray area for you guys to grow over here.
So yeah, so there's two ways to go about this, right? So someone could book a hotel in Sharjah, right, and stay there for a week and then travel around. Like I traveled to Jordan. I stayed at the brand new Hilton by the Dead Sea. I stayed there for 2 weeks, but I traveled around the whole Jordan. Every single day I would do day trips, and that increased the tourism for surrounding areas. So someone could actually book a Dubai hotel, stay longer. That's why we're promoting longer destinations, so 7, 14, 21, 28. And the reason why we're doing that is because you can road trip around the country. And so there are two ways. Either they go to a least visited destination and they are traveling around, or they can go to a popular destination, stay in Dubai for like 2 weeks, and then travel to each emirate. But that's still impacting tourism in a positive way because they're still getting exposed to Sharjah, Ajman, Ras Al Khaimah, the other emirates. And of course, this could be copied in Saudi and in Turkey, in Egypt, all around the world. And that's exactly what we want to do. We want this to help tourism for every country in the world.
Well, thank you, Fatma.
I'm happy to assist you to connect with the Ministry of Economy
That'd
and the
be amazing.
tourism. Let's see how they can adopt you.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Fatima. Thank you for your time. Some interesting challenges back from the judges and advice as well. So thanks for continuing the engagement with our participants today. We'll move on to Daniel from Room Angel. Daniel's already here. Yes, please make your way. It's our final presentation of the day, and they're all about luxury hospitality through AI of things. Welcome.
Yes, thank you very much. Hi, everybody. My name is Daniel Reeves. I'm the Chief Commercial Officer of Room Angel. I've had this role for about 2 years. Before that, I spent almost a decade at Google bringing products to life for millions of advertisers around the world. And now I'm doing the same thing with Hive AI, which is a connected intelligence layer that unifies hotel data so asset managers and hotel groups can see, understand, and improve performance across the asset. It's a problem that all hotels struggle with. Hotels are fragmented in terms of tools and data. Marketing, revenue, finance, operations all speak a different language. There's no tool that connects them all into one central place to create an intelligence layer to improve performance at an asset level. The result of this is siloed decision-making and billions lost to inefficiencies. And worse still, hotel technology today is not set up for what's coming next, which is the agentic era of travel, where AI systems and not people make booking and decisions and negotiate on behalf of guests. Hive fills that gap. Hive is a breakthrough AI platform. It's a connected intelligence layer that unifies all hotel data. It's a system of systems that predicts demand and pricing inefficiencies, connects demand to marketing for the first time ever, and prepares hotels for the next era of agentic distribution. every hotel that is onboarded with Hive, and we are currently working on onboarding hotels from Westmont Hospitality, from Highgate. Yesterday I spoke with EQ Group, who are interested in launching a hotel. We're under NDA with Rotana, actually working with Lajish and Dominic to bring one of their hotels on board. We're speaking with the Atlantis as well at the moment. We've got Stay City onboarding, we've got Group of Posadas onboarding, so there's a lot of traction at the moment, but every hotel that is joined and is signed up with Hive teaches Hive something new. But there's four main categories that have emerged. One is in revenue management. Competitive discovery and correlation modeling give a stronger signal for your RMS based on what actually correlates to your pickup. A lot of products that exist today do not correlate to pickup. For example, hotels have a fixed comp set. Your RMS is based off 10 hotels, and that never changes from the day you set it up. You should be using something that tells you who your competitors are, because your comp set is far more dynamic than your rate. Your comp set actually changes with every customer that searches, because if I'm coming to a hotel for a conference, I'm far different to somebody coming to a hotel for a two-week stay to travel around. So your standard comp set does not give you that variance. Hive allows you to understand the correlation between the market conditions, your hotel's conditions, and what actually impacts pickup. And we give that as a signal to RMS to improve RMS performance. For marketing, for the first time ever, my background at Google was, I first started around measurement and attribution. What that meant is I found data and connected it together in a way that people couldn't do before. We've done the same thing with marketing here. Hive allows you to take a feed from your PMS to understand future occupancy, takes a feed from your marketing campaigns and creates a lead time matrix. What that means is I understand that if I need pickup in a couple of weeks' time, I know which campaigns I should increase spend or targets on, so I deliver pickup at a future date. Nobody has that tech today. It's quite easy to do and easy to implement, but it brings revenue and marketing together in a synergistic way that isn't scalable today by humans. Too difficult. We can also do cross-yielding and upselling. So we understand that you might be sitting at 78% occupancy, but your restaurant's empty, you've got spa times left, and you've got a ton of tea times you haven't shifted. So how does demand on those other aspects of your property, how does that come into marketing in real time so you can drive upsells or cross-yield across your property? People science, this is actually quite a fun one for me because I've essentially lifted the best practices from Google's performance management and brought it into a tool for hotels to help teams work smarter, onboard quicker, and improve performance at a team level when you look at your asset performance. It also allows us, there's a nice social aspect to Hive where if you take Group of Posadas, for example, they want to understand what is my best marketing campaign, which one of my teams is doing the best, how do I turn that into an internal case study and share with every single other one of my teams. So every performance leap you get within one property allows you to scale it across your entire portfolio. Whether you're a hotel group or an asset manager, you can find the best of who you've got and scale that to up-level across your entire team. And then within finance, one of our advisors is Jonathan Langston, the founder of HotStats. So it's an easy one for us to do benchmark, sort of immediate insights, real-time insights, and reporting around finance. There's a nice plugin, I won't get into details here, where we take some of the, if you're not using Usali, we have a way of standardizing your accounting and finance, so could actually lead towards better credit terms with the bank, but it's a separate topic. Our business model is twofold. We have a SaaS model at 900 per month per hotel. We have an optional, and where we're seeing a real increase in interest now is around a performance model, especially from a marketing point of view, where we can have a performance outcome-driven model in terms of how we grow revenue within a hotel. So Hive acts as both your software and your agency in this respect. We also, and in those first two models, we currently have a pipeline of about 2,500 hotels that we're able to onboard with our existing pilots. Partnerships with large industry bodies like HospitalityNet, we will launch a Hive Lite version in 2026, which essentially is a freemium offering. That gives us an immediate pipeline of over 20,000 properties that feeds our upgrade pipeline. This is our team. We've got Brian Reeves, over 25 years in tech. He's our founder and CEO. He's the founder of Avio, which he exited for over $50 million in 2022. Brian Colley is a Scotsman. He was the chairman of thelastminute.com, and he was the chairman of Jury's Inns when they sold. He was also the group commercial director for British Airways. Kadam is our CTO. He's based between Dubai and India. He was the founder and CTO of Trebo Hotels. He built every single piece of the hotel stack from the ground up. He's got really deep experience in AI and hotel tech and development. and you've already met me. I'm ex-Google. I've spent a lot of time in conversion science, measurement, and attribution. I also ran the Booking.com business for Google. It's the largest account globally for a number of years. And I've brought products to millions of advertisers in a B2B environment at Google. Market size is huge. It's a tremendous opportunity. BI market 2024 is about $2.8 billion. Even if we strip out, almost 2/3 of that by avoiding our key partner clients who we work with on other projects, still leaves us with $1 billion to play for. And we reckon we can quite easily take 15% of that market in the next 5 years. We're raising $5 million on a $50 million pre-money valuation. Now, we start earning revenue from Q1 next year. But with our current pipeline, we're already at 2027, if not 2028 numbers, even if we just drive adoption within our existing sales pipeline. The momentum is real, and that is what we're looking for funds for. We need to scale to meet the existing demand. And the window for that opportunity is now. Hive isn't a regular sort of startup technology project or product. It's the competitive intelligence layer that hotels have been missing. Hotels have always been reactive. This makes them predictive. Thank you.
You guys are already operational now,
Yeah.
right? Based in here, UAE?
Our CEO and CTO are based in Dubai. The company is based in Dubai. It's a free zone company. I'm based in between London and Dubai and Ireland. I'm essentially our go-to market guy. I'm doing a lot of traveling, a lot of sales at the moment. Our engineers are based in Dubai. We've got account management also between Europe and Mexico, and marketing sits in London as well.
And how long has been you're on live?
How
long has been your live?
Company's been operating for 2 years. Okay. Hive has been, we're in pilot, but we're launching a fully fledged product from end of Q1. That Hive Lite version that goes to 20,000 subscribers goes in Q1 as well. That partnership's been agreed.
Okay, cool. So do you have currently anybody in pipeline, or you sign up any customers, MOUs, some hotels to join you guys? Have you adopted somebody so far? To the hotels over here.
Hotels here. So as I mentioned, we're working with Rotana. The Atlantis was at a presentation I did.
You're already providing your solution to them, is it?
Yeah, so we're under NDA. We're ready to onboard one of their properties. And the Atlantis has introduced us to Kirshner Group, so we can bring it to their group as well here.
Have you done your IP valuation, intellectual property valuation?
So IP, because it's algorithmically driven, you can't patent an algorithm, obviously. I think the application of what we're doing is, so Hive acts as enhances performance right now across the 4 areas I mentioned. But what we're really doing with Hive is training your performance agent at a hotel. So when we move into agentic, you have somebody that acts as your hotel agent that can go and negotiate different rates and do that cross-yielding, because it's already understood how your business operates. So that's where we move into the larger Room Angel project, which is really around agentic distribution and delivering an MCP for direct bookings to the hotel industry. So that's a separate project we've been building for the last 2 years.
50 million valuation of the company, right? So how much equity are you offering against the $5 million?
But at a 50 million valuation, it's 10% equity. Yeah. It works. I can share financials with you. It works off a discounted cash flow model. But to be honest, the projections genuinely are conservative. This isn't born out of naivety. We simply need funding to scale because the demand is huge. Pretty much, genuinely, it does sell itself in the room, but you still need to put bodies in the room with the decision maker to sign that contract.
So you need $5 million for scaling yourself in a region, or expenses, or what is that?
What are we going to spend the money on? It's the scale engineering and sales and account management to support it.
I would keep from the same point, because I've been working in VCs and I've been an auditor. No way you can convince me $50 million valuation without any revenue. So either your product is really a game changer. I mean, the team is impressed with them, but do you know any competitors? Do you know Blend, for example?
Do we have any? So it's a system of systems, right? So it doesn't lock you into sort of a siloed tech environment where you see a lot of the incumbents like Amadeus 360, Cloudbeds, even with Signals, right? They're bolting on AI solutions to what they already have, but they simply cannot move as fast as we're moving. The kind of feedback we're getting from Grupo Posadas, for example, is they were out shopping. They've been looking at Lighthouse, they've been looking at Cloudbeds, and what they said to us was, we feel like we're speaking to a company that's 10 years ahead. And that is genuinely, it's not from an ego point of view, that is the type of feedback that we're getting. We do one meeting and people want to sign up on the spot. It is quite cutting edge in what we're doing. And when you look at the history of what each of the team has developed, we've always been on that bleeding edge of technology development. So we do see a lot of people building products. I think a lot of what people build will be able to either plug into Hive, because Hive sits as a system of systems, or else we can give a feed from Hive into something to augment what somebody's already building.
Yeah, no, I see what you mean, and actually the system of system is the way to go, so spot on. But there are already other companies doing that, like Blend is one of them, and maybe I would say from a sales perspective, the more you can assess and tell why you are unique, the better it is. Because again, DCF in a startup is not the right way to go, in my opinion. But I do see you have many more assets, I would say, to sustain your evaluation. So definitely could be the team, definitely could be the story of the single people, what you just said before, the fact that you can access a market which is huge and you're already here. So I would, if I can, as an advice, I would more focus on something which is more into the product and the solution rather than, and you cannot even IP that. So I see again, it's a bit of a challenge.
Yeah, the thing that makes it unique is really our speed as an advantage. So one of the things that we do is, it's the way we train or have trained Hive on hospitality. And it's how we further increase that context based on how the hotel operates. So the way we onboard is quite robust. Doesn't mean it's slow, but it is robust, and that we understand each of the levers within your hotel, each of the trigger points around which data points are important to you, and your decision-making philosophy. So it is quite unique in terms of what we call the hotel context layer within Hive itself. But it's our direction is what makes it unique, is that we are forming the performance agent for the agentic era of distribution. So immediate value today, but it's where it goes is where there is nobody else doing that at the moment.
And do you also train the users to get the most out of it, or are you planning also to put some sort of added consulting advisory services to your customers to get the best out of it?
Yeah, so one of the ways, Hive is quite intuitive. The slides are gone, right? It's quite an intuitive platform. It's really taking a lot of the BI stuff, but bringing AI to the forefront. So it's quite intuitive for users to use. Onboarding, you've got your classic kind of SaaS onboarding. But our route to market, in order to hit the scale that we're seeing the demand come in at, is very similar to the way I used to do things at Google with the Google platforms. So you've got Google enterprise level products, right, whether it's Google Cloud or Google Analytics 360 or any of the 360 products. We typically partner with agencies. So large agencies that would onboard you as an enterprise client to one of the platforms. What we're doing is we can see an opportunity for Hive consultants, where you have an existing technology consultant, and we already have a few of those in the works, where they now bring your hotel onto Hive and they consult with you in terms of how Hive is implemented within your hotel. So that's also a way we can scale pretty quickly.
Afraid that's all the time we have. Daniel, thank you for your time and good luck with that 5 mil.
Right. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much. So, okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was it for this session of PitchPoint. We'll have another one in the afternoon, which is more about hotel investment and brands. So thank you to our judges. Thank you for keeping us all engaged and for your wonderful questions. I think everyone learned a bit because you were giving advice as well, so we really appreciate that.
Yeah, if I can, Ali, I believe we were not here to please the founders, but to give some reflection point as well. So to be a bit also, not harsh, but also challenging them, right?
No, I learned a lot
please
personally as
take it
well,
that
and I'm
way.
sure our participants did as well. So thank you, both of you, for your guidance. Appreciate it. Okay, we have Paulina, back to you. Thank you.